What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be running through Gojo Satoru from Jujustu Kaisen. Now a few things before we get started. I have kind of changed things around on my channel. If you have noticed, I decided to just change the name to like what my Instagram handle kind of is and kind of pretty much stick to just using that around like my different accounts and everything instead of like keeping it a different name, because originally when I first started this channel I had it as a Taco Lifestyle and like I wanted to use that as kind of like have like a general like name for what the channel kind of entails and what I do, things revolving around being like an otaku and stuff like that, and you know, with anime and like cosplaying and going to cons and stuff like that. So kind of wanted to keep like a general thing, and originally like obviously like Chris and Jaden, they were both kind of involved with that sometimes, and originally like I wanted it to be like our thing, but as time went on it kind of just grew into me like just being me only, because they just were doing their own things. Like Chris is in Florida right now doing an internship at Disney because he goes to culinary school, so he got the opportunity through his school, and he's up there now, so he's not even in Connecticut anymore. So he's just has his own thing going on. Jaden has his own thing going on with streaming and creating content in his own regard. So it became a thing where it's like I wanted it to be something, but then it just, we all were just doing different things and didn't have time to really do videos together. And like we did do videos together, in which in the future it will happen again where we will be doing a video or something together. But it's just a thing where now that I've kind of grown my presence on Instagram as Issue Cause, it just made more sense to just kind of like put it towards the channel so that everything's kind of connected in a way, and it makes it easier to just navigate and for maybe people to find me and stuff like that, and just pretty much keep it like that. I mean, the content's still gonna stay the same. I'm still gonna do videos like this. I'm still gonna do con vlogs. I'm gonna do manga haul vlogs when I go travel to places like I did in Kinokuniya. And I'm gonna do like analyzing videos, analysis videos, says that wrong, and like discussion videos and stuff like that too in the future when I finally work stuff out and find something like to plan around. So that's that. So that's all I wanted to say on that regard, because obviously like the channel name has changed. So I just wanted to address why I decided to do that, and moving forward this is how it's going to be. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into it, because I actually have to record 2 videos today. I'm doing this one and I'm doing my Akira one today. So let's get started. So for this video and for when I do my, so for this video, I'm gonna be actually just kind of like saying what I'm doing, because like I have done things, and in my Akira video it's the same way, where like I did different things for these 2 compared to like, or like I added in something compared to like the other cosplays I've done. So like I will be explaining those things throughout the way, but obviously the basic stuff that I always do comes first, like color correcting and then layering my foundation for the most part. So we're gonna start with that. But I literally cosplayed Gojo last night, and I just really liked it like a lot. Like I thought it came out so good, and I was so like disappointed that I didn't like record me doing my makeup and everything, and that's why I'm doing it now. But like I was just like so bummed out that I didn't do it, because I thought it came out amazing, like amazing, and that's why I was just like, nah, like I have to do like a video for that, because it just came out so good, and like I need to like kind of show it. And so I'm hoping that I can pull it off again right now. So fingers crossed. I'm actually going to be taking him to Katsu now, because of the fact that I just liked it so much and people loved it after I posted it. So if you want to see the post, just follow my Instagram, link down below if you don't already. So there's that. but I know it looks weird, especially if you don't like color correct or anything, but it's a very, very crucial step in the process. So, very, very crucial. Alright, obviously next comes the foundation. Just kind of slap that on. I think that the biggest like downfall of this is the contacts, because the contacts are like not very like comfortable to wear really. I don't really think it's like the comfort, like it's not really like, it's like not comfortable, but I think just because of like the color of them, like you can kind of like see blue while wearing them, and I don't know how that's gonna affect me wearing them at a con, but it could be a thing where like I just don't really wear them for long, because there's like a huge difference from like the other contacts that I wear to these ones. So it's the case of like I don't want like my vision to be all like weird at a con or anything. So it's a decision that I'm gonna have to make, and probably just something that I'm just gonna have to wait and see when I finally like wear them for a long period of time and actually wear them at a con, if I'll be able to make that decision. So it's just, yeah, because even wearing them now, like I can like really tell that it's just not really like fun to wear while doing this. So I don't know, they are like really bright blue, so it could be that. So a few tips before I move on. If you are someone who color corrects, and if you are someone who color corrects like kind of aggressively like I do, a few tips as to, especially if you're like a beginner and stuff like that, like a few tips to keep in mind while you're applying your foundation and the rest of your makeup is to make sure that you don't like the same way that like you would just like in that area that you're color correcting, do not like swipe across. So like for like the upper half of my face, like I'll like swipe across like to apply my foundation, then I just use like a beauty blender to blend it in and everything after I'm done with everything. But if there's an area that you color correct, do not like swipe, because if you swipe, you will take what's there and you'll bring it across the rest of your face, and it can end up blending into everything else, end up making like your face look like I use an orange color corrector to correct like the shade of like my beard shadow and everything. It will mess it up, and it will like bring it across everywhere and just take the product out from that area and like move it everywhere. So you have to like be careful of that and be mindful of that, because you'll mess up like everything else. And like no one likes walking around with an orange face, so it's just one of them things to like keep in mind if you're someone who has to do that like I do. And then if you don't, like, you don't have to worry about it. So because obviously since I have to do that, I use like a full coverage foundation that's a little thicker so that it covers it in that sense. So, but I mean, that's just because I find it helps more, and I feel like it does more and it helps more with like covering that, because when I used to use like the medium, the full coverage, I felt like you can kind of, it was still looking like more orangey. So I feel that the full coverage like covers it more, so that you don't have to like see like that undertone. But next is contouring, and I feel like contouring for a character like Gojo is very, very important. So last night I did a very good job. Let's hope if I can do a very good job now. So especially with characters like Gojo and like Erwin, who have like kind of like stricter like face structures. I think this one's too low. Yeah, this one's too low, so I'm gonna have to redo that real quick. But to give the gist of it, kind of just I'm just doing what I did last night, because last night I used a beauty blender instead of using the brush that I usually use to brush in my contour. And I liked doing this better for it, so like we're gonna do that. And like I also just kind of like a little under the jaw, kind of connect that a little so it's sleek. Yeah, I did it like that, but I'm gonna basically fix this one real quick, cause no. Alright, so next thing is basically doing my eye makeup. Now, first thing first is eyebrows. So again, the way I do my eyebrows is I basically take scissors and I cut the tops and try to make them a little thinner than what they are. And then after I do that, I put my like initial layer of foundation on, that first initial layer. And after I'm done with my entire face, I'll take a little more and put it over my eyebrows and blend it in. And that's why my eyebrows look like this right now. And in all my cosplays and all my pictures, like after I draw the eyebrow on, you can't even see like this really anymore. So like it kind of hides the hairs a little bit so that you can do whatever drawing shapes you need to do or whatever. But before I get started on that, if you want to know what I use, this is the foundation I use. It's called Derma Blend, and like I said, it's thicker than most like foundations. I mean, it's cream based, so it's just something that I got recommended by somebody that I know who had like a similar problem with like trying to conceal like the beard shadow after shaving and stuff like that, and like medium to full coverage foundation didn't really like help, and they recommended that, and I use it, and like this is still the same one that I've used since when I first bought it a couple months ago, and I've been using it the entire time, and it's just worked for me. So like I'll probably continue to use it. You don't have to use it, you just find what works for you, obviously, but that's just the way I do my eyebrows. You know, what works, it works. It's not really what everyone does, so you know, if it works, it works. And then also just to kind of, I don't know, just if you care or not, this is the color corrector that I used. LA Pro Girl, it's like $3 at Ulta, so like very cheap, but it works. My contour palette is just by Elf, you know, again, simple, cheap. And then, you know, concealer, it's the first concealer I bought since I started doing makeup, and it's lasted me this long. It's by Morphe. Good stuff. And then, you know, like just basic stuff like powder by Elf and things like that. And then this face paint that I'm about to use for my eyebrows, it's white. It's just Wet n Wild, you know, so nothing crazy. And then the white eyeliner I'm about to use is just this. So again, nothing crazy, nothing fancy.
I feel like I messed up the initial first one.
And then for I'm gonna fix those after I'm like done, but I just don't want to stop right now since I'm already almost done. Next is basically actually let me so next is just the eyelashes and eyeliner. So we're gonna use this white stuff. It's what I used last night when I did it. So let's try to do this again, because last night kind of was But yeah, that's basically what I did right there. So I'm gonna do the other eye off and then fix this as well, and then we'll pretty much be at the end and you'll see the reveal. So yeah, we're almost at the end here. Alright, and that is all we have for today's video. This is it. This is the look. Young Gojo, Satoru. I don't have the shades that he wears, but I'm definitely going to be investing in those before Katsu, because like I said earlier in the video, I'm going to be taking him to Katsu with me because I just like this. I just like the look. And again, like I tell my friends all the time, like I'm pushing the white-haired anime character agenda, because I do cosplay a lot of white-haired characters, as you already could tell. I cosplayed Noe, Izana, Kazuha kind of counts. His hair is kind of white, so he's up there. And then, you know, Gojo, it's the fourth one, and I do like white-haired characters. I think I suit them pretty well. But anyways, that's pretty much it. And I'm super excited to take him to Katsu and all that good stuff. So thank you all so much for watching. Like, subscribe, drop a comment, anything you want. All my socials are linked in the description down below, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Peace.